I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Come back, come back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Third and long, it's Watson. Open man is Miller, he's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Two jets. Down. Black 22. Black 22.
From the gun, here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. Give him 30 yards there. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Down. Green, down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's Watson now on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go.
No, feel it. Tiger.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way down, making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they got
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, They're certainly starting to set that type of a pace, and what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Down. Black 22.
To throw on second is Watson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play fake, and it's Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
To throw is Brissett, eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Brissett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Deion Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second down, Brissett escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. No problem there on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Green the line. Green the line.
On 1st down, Watson. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson spins by. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Here's Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Early down stuff, already won.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. On 3rd down, Brissett. Forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. Pretty move. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to, and got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people on the run. Had to get on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Brissett on 1st down. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. DeForest Buckner getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Brissett. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Down! Green, Green,
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line.
Hey! Blue 80! Blue 80! Black 99 Philly!
Now it's in carry for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey, 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
A first down throw for Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. That one goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Throwing. Brissett. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. Third time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Black 22! Black 22!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, his throw incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Completion left side to Miller. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whip. And a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down throw. Watson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now it's Watson. Screen play. Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Watson looks to throw again. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Green the line.
To throw is Watson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincing. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Ohio!
Here's Brissett. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that